And welcome back to the Domino Effect, everybody.
Hey, what's good?
Oh man, this is a late night podcast. It's 4 a.m. for Zen, and
It
it is
is
2 a.m. for me.
4:05 a.m. I just came from a 4.5 hour stream.
I was
Yeah,
there.
we. This is your first time playing, Monster Camp. Yeah,
It was
it was
not my first time. On stream, it
on
was.
stream, on stream,
On stream.
on stream.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Zen has a Twitch channel.
Yeah,
Go,
yeah.
go, go.
If we didn't do that, we're not admitted in. If we didn't do that stuff before. Yeah. Yeah, follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/AlphaZen. That, that, we're admitted in. That shit might be in the bio.
Okay, that's fine. I'll cut it out.
We're admitted in. There we go. We can curse now. I can be my normal self.
You can be your normal self.
My normal, swearing like a fucking sailor self.
I'm trying to cut back on swearing.
Why not? Why?
Have you noticed?
Yes, but why?
Because it's unladylike.
You can't find a good answer for it, can you?
No, it's unladylike, and I feel as
Bitch,
though.
I swear to God.
No, well, here's the thing. Though. Here's the thing too. I also have to practice because being in med school, like I really don't want to curse in front of my patients who are going to be children. So I'm really like I used to never
Teach
curse.
them some new languages.
No, I can't do that.
Teach them some new lingo. Tell them to say fuck with their whole chest.
Lingo. Please don't demonetize us, even though we're not even monetized yet.
Teach them how to say fuck with their whole chest, bro.
No.
Why
It's
not?
not how this works.
That's the kind of therapy they need.
No, but like it makes you look extremely unprofessional, and I want to be a good doctor. Like that's like my number one passion, other than like this podcast, basically.
Yeah.
I mean, I stood up last night for what, like 10 hours just giving people therapy.
That one was on you.
No, it's definitely on me. Like I'm totally fine with it. I was tired.
Stopped it any time.
I can't. Here's the thing, though. I can't stop when people are telling me their issues. Like I can't stop. I want to help.
Mm-hmm.
I have to.
Mm-hmm.
That's my problem, though.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So what are we talking about today, Zen? Instead of going into my.
We are talking about monogamous relationships versus the other motherfuckers. The polyamorous. Listen, my brain doesn't work. I also was the fucking host to a stream for 4.5 hours.
My throat hurts, dude. I can't even imagine. There's one point where you were just honestly, like back and forth, and I'm like,
yeah, I was doing the fucking Kermit voice like this, and then doing the narration voice.
I hate that.
What, you don't like Kermit?
Shit.
You don't like Kermit the Frog?
Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry. Oh god.
I swear to goodness.
Oh god. You don't like Kermit the Frog?
Stop. I swear to fucking goodness, sir.
What?
I swear.
What?
Stop.
What?
No. Mm-mm.
What?
No. Okay, anyway.
Jesus.
So where do you, like, what camp do you stand in?
We're doing this by camps?
No, like, where do you, oh my gosh. It's an idiom. Like, where do you stand, like, with monogamy versus, like, polygamy?
Oh,
Like, for yourself. Is that a hard question to answer?
No,
like, I'm confused.
It's just I can see where people like go into polygamy, but like
But that's not what I'm asking. Though we'll talk about that later. Like it's not like I'm not asking. Yes, like I feel like you're like
I'm very monogamous. Yes.
Yeah, that's all I needed you to say. I don't need some type of like, well, I mean, I don't wanna be a asshole, but
No, I
no,
can be
bitch,
an
like, say
asshole
it with the
right now.
chest.
I can
Say
be
it
an
with
asshole
your
right
chest.
now.
Oh,
I
great,
am
wonderful.
a monogamous motherfucker. Um, if a threesome arose and my partner was down with it, I wouldn't say no, but
Oh,
yes,
okay.
very monogamous.
Would it be like a one-time thing, do you think, or could you be like in
um,
like a third, like you could have like a third, like if you had a partner and like a third, like
if
would that be okay with you or no?
if
I feel like it'd
I
have
don't
to
know.
be a woman though,
You probably, yeah, because I'm
because
very
you're a very
straight.
straight
I'm
man.
very straight. I'm a
Yeah.
very cis male. Um,
Yeah.
I haven't been in a lot of relationships, so I don't know if I'd get like jealous or something. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So it's like,
No, 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 I get you, I get you.
hmm, hmm. What about you though?
It's a hard question to answer, I think, sometimes. I'm definitely monogamous,
Hmm.
but it's not that I haven't thought about it, but I'm way too jealous. Like, I know that about myself, and I also am just like, I've only ever been with one person sexually, so, like, there's times where I'm just like, "I just wanna be a hoe and, like, have sex with everybody," but then, like, I really think about it, I'm like, "I could not do that."
You could not
Like,
actually be a hoe.
I mentally could not facilitate doing, like, an intimate act like that with other people.
Mm,
Maybe, like, oral sex, I can see, like, that maybe happening, or, like, sexual acts of just, like, kissing or, like but, like, deep, like, with tongue kissing, that's what I mean by, like, sexually kissing, you know what I mean?
mm-hmm.
Um, or, like, touching, but I don't think I could physically have someone else even if it's, like, a woman, like, physically, like and even with it just, like, her fingers, like, physically, like, penetrate my body like that, other than maybe, like, my mouth, honestly.
The fuck?
Like, I just mean because, like, oral sex is that's what I mean.
No, I know,
Okay.
but like,
Like, I can't have a cock and a vagina,
no, but
or, like, a girl with, like, a strap
I'm just
on.
thinking of the fact like she put like or they whoever put fingers in your mouth, like and just what? Okay, all right,
No, that's called hooking, it's a thing, and I do enjoy that, but we're not gonna go into that today.
okay.
That's a fetish part too.
You know what? Well, I'm
Um,
learning and I don't want to learn today. All right.
you're like, "That was enough for me, let's
Yep.
move along,
Yep.
please."
Yep.
No, no, so, like, but I completely, like, understand. I used to not, um, I okay, I understand it from a logical sense of
Mhm.
just, like
Of being
but
what?
I think
Polyamorous or monogamous?
p polyamorous,
Hmm.
but I believe that honestly, that would be fucking exhausting. Like, I'm sorry. Like, having one partner is fucking exhausting. Like, I barely get enough of, like, my own alone time, okay? Like,
True.
having, like, more than one person, like, be on top of me all the time, I'd be like, "You all need to get the fuck away from me." Like, I would go
Yeah,
insane,
because
and I'm already insane.
I don't like people like that.
Yeah. But at the same time, it's just like, do I want, like, a third? Or do I want, like just, like, I could have, like, relationships or, like
Relationships,
or
shit.
and when I say or even just, like, sexual relationships even
Mm.
with other people, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like I would be okay with, like, having, like I don't wanna say, like, a fuck buddy because again, I don't know if I could physically, like, do that physical
Do the deed.
act yeah, like, do the deed, physical act of, like, a penetration type of thing, but, like, kissing or, like, some little titty sucking here and there, hey, like, I have a lot of needs, like, I'm a very sexual being, I think everyone knows this at this point who's, like, listened to our podcast, and I don't think that's a bad thing, but it's just, like, there's times where,
It's
like,
just
I'm
a
not in the
fact of
mood
life.
or, like, my partner isn't in the mood, and it's just, like, well, like, it would be nice to be, like, just go fuck someone else, you know what I mean? But it's just, like, at the same time, I've I mentally and, like, emotionally could not handle that, honestly. Like, I'm
Yeah.
just being honest. And so
Like
because I'm
throughout
just
that.
too insecure of myself, and I feel like if someone else
You're
could
not the
perform
person.
sex better than me,
Yeah,
I would feel really weird about it.
you're not the
Or if
person
I
that.
had a better time, or even like if it goes the opposite, like if I had a better time with someone else, I would question everything at that point because I've only ever been with one person. And
Mm,
that would really like fuck me up mentally, I think.
mm,
If someone else could fuck me the way that like I've been fucked by my partner. You know what I
mm.
mean?
No,
That's what kind of
no, I don't.
yeah. Yeah, no, but I mean, like, you know what I'm saying, though, like, you understand, like,
Yes,
what I'm trying to yeah.
yes.
Like, it would just really fuck me up mentally.
You're not the person that's just gonna walk outside and be like, I'm ready to bust a fucking nut right now.
Yeah, no.
Exactly.
So, um
You good there? You good there, bud?
oh, I'm gonna tell them, "We went on a tangent, and you're
Uh,
not allowed to know it because Zen doesn't want me to put it in, so I'm not
oh,
allowed, guys."
you're not gonna figure the fuck. No.
I'll tell people if they ask me, though.
But I'm not about to be a part of it. The fuck?
Anyway, but
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Hold.
busting a nut, right,
Uh,
which I do,
uh,
guys. Wink, wink.
I'm about to end this bitch right now.
No, you're not. Okay. Um, but yeah, no, like I don't just like go outside and just like, oh, I'm gonna hook up with like 7 people this week. No.
Jesus,
And I
that's
don't even
one
think
each
people like
day.
yeah,
Fuck.
well, and I don't think like people actually do. Well, maybe some people do. Like that's your business, but like I don't think, or or have like I know of like people who have like routines or
Routines
like,
of.
if they do have multiple partners well, no, I'm just saying, like,
Oh,
if they do have multiple like, they'll be like, "Okay, I'm going to Sally's house on Tuesday, and I'm gonna go to Jessica's house on Thursday," and, like
they got a
and then I'm
Google
just gonna
calendar for that type of shit,
well,
bro.
no, but, like, it's like a like, I've seen people who have multiple partners like that, like, they literally have a calendar because, like, they're married to somebody and, like, they have to plan out their because they're an open marriage or they're an open whatever, and so they have to plan
Relationship.
out when they're gonna go out on dates with certain people.
Hmm.
Like, it's an actual thing, because how else would you, like, have the time for it?
Uh,
And then there's some people who
be
are
in
just
the
casual
same
partner,
household.
but sometimes they're not, though.
No, I'm just saying, like how I would probably like.
I think the other thing too is that I could never let a partner of mine have another child with someone else, and that does run the risk of that, and I think especially, like, with what you guys now know about me, like, from the last podcast, I think for me, like, that would break me, especially now, obviously, but, like, I just having that connection would fuck me up, and
I've
I
thought
think a
about it.
lot of people, like, don't think about that. But, yeah, I think that would, like, really personally, like, for me, I just couldn't handle watching someone else
You're not a cuck.
with well, okay, but here's the thing though,
All
there are
right.
some people who have no, listen, like, yes,
I just need.
obviously,
I was
yes,
about to say. I just
but,
need you to
like
say yes. You're
but
not a
what I'm
cuck with your
saying
whole chest,
I'm
please.
not a cuck,
All right.
no,
Thank you.
but I need to, like, say what I'm trying to say as well, like,
Okay.
there are some people who have third so, fun fact, the person who made Wonder Woman and this is just the example that I use because it's easy, he
Please.
had he had a wife and they were married, I think it was like 7 to 10 years. So they were married for a while.
Uh-huh.
And then he met the girl that he then brought into the family. They were part of the house. She was part of the household.
Mm.
And he had 2 kids with the wife and 2 kids with the younger girl. And I think they were mixed too. Like I think the wife had one before the girl got even introduced, and then he got the one girl pregnant, and then got his wife pregnant again. They either switched off, or maybe he had the 2 kids already.
God
I'm honestly
damn.
not. I know he had at least one when the girl came into the household. So like, but even after he died, the 2 women like still lived together. Like they weren't even like really like I think they did threesomes because they were just all really close, but they were more so just, like, really good friends and, like, had a
They
good
were just
relationship on
homies.
that level. Right, and
It's
well, that
here.
and, like,
Here's
the
what it
one
is.
girl well, the younger girl would take care of the family because the other woman worked, and so
Mm.
he basically brought her in as just, like, "You're gonna be, like, our housewife," but they lived together for, like, 50 plus years, I think, and, like, 40 of those were without him because he died not that long after he spiritually, like, got was with, like, spiritually married. I don't know if they did that. I can't honestly remember, but got with that other
The
girl.
who?
Like she like was not in the household that much longer. Like it was like maybe 10, 15, 20 years. Like it wasn't that long of them being together before he died.
Mm.
And her and the other woman like lived together and never took another partner. They might have had sex. I didn't look that much into it. Whether they did or not, that's their business. Like who gives a fuck? They can do whatever the fuck they want. But like they legitimately were like they lived in the same household and like still kept up the same routine for like the next however long until they both until the older wife passed away.
Damn.
Yeah.
How
And
long
like
ago was
raised their
this?
kids together and everything. Huh?
How long ago was this?
Well, it's the guy who created Wonder Woman, and he died in I believe the 60s, and then the wife and the girlfriend died I think in the 80s, early 90s, I think. So like not I mean it was within this past century.
So
So
there's a chance that their children are still alive.
oh no, they're absolutely still alive. Yeah. They have royalties like to Wonder Woman still.
Oh shit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like it yeah. Like their mom and like both like the thing is too is like that's what Wonder Woman was based off is like their relationship basically and like with BDSM, which we'll go into a different topic on a different day, but like we'll touch a little bit on this, but yeah. But that's the thing is that with a lot of from what I've known from being a sex worker before, um a lot of people who are into BDSM are actually polyamorous because they have different kinks and those different kinks have different needs and different people fulfill those needs.
Mm.
So like that's really common too. And it's more of just like you have one monogamous partner. I shouldn't say it like that. Or not monogamy, but like you have a permanent partner, I should say. Um
I don't.
excuse my wording on that last part. And
I
then
don't
you just have like other people that you just have sex with basically. But
Yeah.
you still have
Fuck
a
it.
like a fetish size relationship with, which some people are into that as well.
They want to be fetishized. Oh,
Okay. As Zen was having a meltdown. Um
Jesus Christ. Uh, I can't. I hit the fucking zero key on my Discord while I was putting my head on my desk. All right, back in the shit.
You good? You sure?
No, I'm not good, but yes, I'm sure.
But yeah, no, people will fetishize other people, or not other people. Well, that is a thing too. But
Well,
like they'll fetishize certain kinks. So like, here's another example, and I know everyone's gonna give me flack for this, but like, there is a house in the Midwest. I will not say where it's at,
oh
and no, I
god,
have not been to it. But do I want to? Yes, absolutely.
oh god.
They're all cat girls,
What?
legitimate
What?
cat girls,
What? Why?
and
Why's it gotta be in my
that's
general
their
area?
it's not in your general area. It's
It
more
is.
closer to me,
No, it is.
actually. No, no, no. It's more the
No, I'm
state
saying
that it's in.
Midwest.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But it's more closer to me than you. I promise.
Then yeah, no, I'll pass.
Okay. Anyway,
It's
can I
all you.
finish? Thanks.
No.
Um. So they're they're legitimate cat girls,
Oh
and
god.
they're that's a fetish. So like, there's people who go there. There was actually a couple that go there. She was pregnant at the time, didn't want to fuck him, so he had one of the other girls as a partner for a while.
Question:
Yes.
do they actually like? Is it like they're full on
Oh,
like
they
acting?
meow and they
Uh,
purr and they like crawl on the floor.
oh,
Yes.
I hate it
And they
here.
wear cat ears and they have like cat tails and like a lot of them have like it's very like Lolita style clothing. And the woman who runs the house
Oh,
is in her I think she's now in her 40s. When she was interviewed when I watched it, she was in like her mid 30s, I believe. Beautiful woman, like extremely pretty. Um but she runs the house and it's almost like a boarding house. She actually has some of the girls that will live with her, and she also has a daytime job that she does. I think she's a lawyer is what she said,
hey
or something like
yo,
that. Yeah, like but that's like her lifestyle. When she goes home, like that's what she does.
you would have never thought. Type
No, but
shit.
like that's what I'm saying. Like these are like normal people that like it's just a fetish, and they have a polyamorous life, and she's not married because No, she's not. From when I last saw the interview of her, she was not married, and she just was very open with who she wanted to be with. And like sometimes she doesn't have sex, like she doesn't like have sex with a lot of the people that come there. Like she has like other like serious boyfriends. It's just she just wants to be a cat girl.
Oh, so she's also a cat girl.
Yeah. No, she's
Mm.
like the head. She's like, I think she
She's
calls
the
herself a
head
den
cat.
mother.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But there's like other things of that like go on and like it's a thing.
I'm stuck up on the thing. Like like no kink shame, but like they're really in this shit. I'm just
Yeah,
like,
no, like it's like a,
fuck.
and the thing is too, like when you see it, it's not like as weird. Like you would think like as I'm describing it to you, but like when you actually see like and like read the articles about like you can go online, like look up like the cat house, like it's in the Midwest. Like I'm absolutely positive it's in the Midwest. And like um that it's really like just people who just like want to
Be cat
be
people.
like be cats, yeah, mostly women,
Okay.
and just
Are there any
have like
cat men? Cat boy? Would it be a cat boy or cat man?
I think they call them cat boys, but it could be they might be met, but not a lot if I can remember from what I remember of the articles and like show. It was like on like a certain show that I watched as well. But yeah,
I just thought of
it's like a it's
that fucking dude in My Hero with his cat ears. I don't know.
yeah.
That literally that was it. That's what I
No, but like
imagined were cat boys.
yeah, yeah,
Just
yeah. No,
very
I got you.
muscular men with cat
Uh,
ears.
um, no, it's like, but no, it's just like it's like these are regular people that just like want to live out their kinks. I mean, you hear about that one house like in Hollywood. It's just like it's a kink house. It's legitimately like a kink house, and like you hear like, oh, these celebrities go to this kink house. It's like, so the fuck what? They are allowed to have sex. Like they're also allowed to have whatever relationship they wish to have,
Yeah, who are you to tell the motherfucker who they fucking? Hmm?
unless you know they're a child. But we won't go into that
Yeah,
today.
yeah, yeah. Like
Nothing like gross
who
like that, guys.
let me rephrase. Who they're fucking consensually
As an adult,
as an adult with
yeah,
another
you have no right,
adult.
basically. Yeah. Like I used to be like a little weird with like the girls that would fuck like older dudes, but I'm just like, it's not my issue, it's not my problem. Goodbye. It's like I don't care anymore. Is it still a little weird to me? Yeah, kind of, but like it's not my life. Like, why am I worrying about someone else's life?
Yeah, the disparity
That's
is a
not
bit
my own. That
weird,
does
but
not
like,
affect me.
yeah, who cares? Don't care.
Who's also not my patient because hello, med doctor school. Please kill me. I'm dying inside. Anyway,
A lot of them again.
um, that project that I told you about.
Oh, you might be dying inside. You
I
might
might be
actually be
dying
dying
inside.
inside. You might actually be dying inside. All right.
Anyway, don't worry. I'll
I
talk
have.
about that project at some point, guys,
You know what?
after it's done.
I was gonna open my mouth and say something, but now that you said that, I'm not.
What were you going to say?
You think
What
I'm
were you
gonna
going to
say that
say?
shit?
What were you going to say?
Wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy?
What is wrong with you? Jeez. Anyway,
Oh, I hate it.
um, yeah, that's those are like I don't even know what to say at this point because you just totally distracted
I
me.
just
Got me off
100%
top.
derailed you. I've
Yeah,
done
you did.
my deed
Absolutely.
for the podcast today.
At least one time you have to derail me.
At least
No,
once. You've got to share your stories, and I've got to derail you at least
I'm just
once.
giving you examples of like how that could happen.
I know, but they're stories.
But how I mean like but what do you think of that though?
What do you like?
Like in regards to you, like how that would affect like any type of relationship that you would try to be in. Like would you consider that as like, oh, like it's, or you'd be like, no, it's not for me, like it's just not what I'm into, like
Listen, I've
versus
I've
like being monogamous, I mean.
I've said it before, and I mean I hate people, but like I feel like I'll try anything once, anything within reason once.
Mhm.
Like you can't just like fucking bump me up to 100. Like we gotta do some
Right, right, right. No,
levels.
I get you, I get
Gotta
you.
get some like steps in between. Like there are levels to this shit, man. I swear to God.
I mean, I feel like
Ah!
you'd be super into a threesome, though.
I feel like a lot of dudes would.
No, I feel like that's just like a straight male cisgendered
Perspective.
male thing,
Yeah.
like, to think about. But honestly, though, I really feel like a lot of girls, especially if they're into dudes, specifically,
Do they want the same but in reverse?
want to have this, yeah.
Called it.
Because I've spoken to a lot of females and like they'd be like, yeah, I'd be down for two dicks. Like I got two holes.
I'd be
Technically, you
down for
have
two.
three of like you could but some girls aren't into the ass. So, but we are bitches. Hey, ass, 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 ass. See, I took your thing. How do you feel?
That's not what the whole ass thing is about for me. But okay, okay. Yeah, just turn my whole ass thing into just anal. All right, all right. Yeah, yeah. Fuck
What?
me up.
Okay, but what's wrong with anal though?
But here's the thing. It's about the whole ass. All right, not just anal.
Okay, okay. No, I know, I know. I'm just really into anal though.
I know.
You can like hear that. I know, like so defeated. Just like I wish I wasn't here, but like I am. So here I am.
Yep.
Anyway, no, but
Anyway, in a polyamorous relationship, I
yes,
personally don't like people, and literally just being in a relationship with one person hard enough. Two people, literally like a threesome, like one night, just like or like a monthly like uh
get together.
amicable get together. All right, I don't
What
like
about okay?
like
Since
all I
you
gotta
said
do
that
is
though,
like
what would
possibly
you feel about swinging though?
no
Okay.
no
No, 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 like, that's but, like okay, but what if it was, like, the same couple every month that you could just, like
no.
okay, you get the 2 girls at one point, and then the other guy gets the 2 girls at one point, like, how would you feel about that? No? Yes?
Depends
Maybe
on the
so?
depends on the couple.
Who it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I
Cause I'm
get
not.
you.
Honestly, I'm not actually gonna say a flat out no, but like still,
Yeah. No, I
that
get you.
feels weird to me.
Yeah. Well, it's because, like, you know that, like, that girl like, you're doing dirty things to someone else's, like, wife or
Yeah,
girlfriend.
yeah,
Yeah. And
yeah,
then, like, they're doing dirty things to your wife or girlfriend.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Now you're
No, I
getting it.
get you.
Now we're cooking with
Yeah.
gas.
No, 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 like, I get that. I'm just, I was just asking a
You're
question.
playing devil's advocate. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The thing is that, like, I've even thought about that, but it's just, like, again, I don't want to have better sex with someone who is not my partner. Even if it's, like, let's say we found, like, a lesbian couple or something, or, like, not a lesbian couple, I guess, because they would have to be into, like, dick too, because 'cause I'm married,
A
but,
bisexual couple.
a bisexual couple who are both, like, female,
Mm-hmm.
and it would be, like, the 3 of us maybe at some point all on him, and then, like, the 3 of like or not the like, it just kinda switch around kinda thing, but then, like, it would be, like, okay or, like, maybe, like, one of them's, like, a lesbian and, like, the other girl's bi, so then, like, it would just be, like, the one bi girl and me or pansexual or whatever she is, like, she's also into dick, basically, on husband, and then we just switch over to her. Like, even if, like, that was kind of a thing, I feel like how would you feel about that? Because that I feel like is different for a lot of straight males than it would be for
Nah,
just,
nah.
like
You fucked my whole brain up. Hold on.
yeah, I know.
Give me a second. You,
Yep, I got you.
because
And I'm not even
girlfriend of
gonna put transgender into it because that's
girlfriend of
also,
what?
like, what if they're male mind-wise, but their body's still not transitioned to that, so they're still technically a female have female genitalia.
We're not going into that.
Okay, that's fine. I just, just something to think about.
Nah, but see, here's the thing. I
Because
preface.
I fuck
I
everyone because I'm pansexual. So like I
Jesus
think about those
Christ.
things.
Don't
I'm just
I need
saying.
listen. There's times to say things with your whole chest. That levels. All right. I'm just gonna say levels to you now.
I'm just being honest.
Uh-huh. But like be honest within like the levels of the situation.
I did give you levels. I eased you into it. You just weren't ready.
No, you didn't. Lie to me again. Alright?
Okay.
Motherfucker.
Go ahead.
God.
Think about the
God
questions.
damn it.
Think about the questions that I just asked you.
What the fuck? Jesus. God.
I broke your
You
brain.
just you just sat there like I fuck everyone with the whole chest, with the entire chest region, like everything within your rib cage. You said it with all that. Jesus.
Yeah. Well, if you're a human
Uh huh.
or a humanoid alien,
Uh huh.
I
Go
don't care
on.
what parts you have. I don't care if you're in between. Like, if you attractive to me, if I was single,
Uh huh.
I'd fuck you.
Uh
If
huh.
I was into that.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just being
Uh
honest.
huh. You good?
I finished. I just I finished.
I fucking hate you. God damn. I need more alcohol, man. What the fuck?
I drive you to drink.
Anyway, monogamous relationship, polygamous relationships. Would I be in a polygamous relationship with a lesbian couple or bi couple where one of them's bi, one of them's lesbian, and one of them's my girlfriend, wife, partner, whatever?
Partner. Yeah.
Um,
Don't act like you would not say yes.
possibly,
Mm-hmm.
possibly.
That's a yes, people. That's a fucking
That's a
yes.
that's a possibly. That's because you
Mm-hmm.
still gotta
Mm-hmm.
remember I fucking hate people.
Well, right. But I'm just saying, like, sexually wise,
Because
that does
listen,
like make you want to be interested a little bit.
a
Because I know,
little
like,
bit, but
sexually,
like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
if I don't vibe with you, we ain't fucking.
Well, but that's not on the table, right? Like, we're just specifically just talking about like like you do vibe with them,
No,
like you
okay.
like you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, got you.
Like it would be a possibility that you'd
Yeah,
be like, "Oh, yeah, like I'd be down like
yeah,
once a month or something."
yeah,
No, I feel that. I feel that.
yeah.
I really want to have sex with a woman. I'm not gonna lie.
You've told me this.
Women also kiss. Well, I honestly, women kiss better than men. I'm not sorry, like at all for saying that.
Yeah.
Do better, men. Do fucking.
Okay.
I will teach y'all how to kiss, not like physically, because that's
Jesus.
weird. But like I'll give you guys techniques on how to kiss somebody so y'all can be better
I was about
to
to say
impress us as females. Because let me tell you, even straight females will be like, nah, like my bitch over here kiss better than you.
I was gonna say I've only kissed females, so like I can't. They're,
And they kiss great, don't they?
I don't make yes because yes. What where did I ever say they didn't?
No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm
Jesus,
just saying.
my brain don't work, man. You keep throwing out questions like I'm a fuck.
I know.
Dude.
So that's so it's on the table
On the
if
table.
you did vibe with the right
Yes.
type of couple.
Yes.
Okay. So how do you think like a conversation do you think like you would like if you sat down with like a partner,
Mm.
okay, or a wife or girlfriend or whatever, whatever stage of relationship that you could be in at the time, like and that opportunity came up, like how do you think that you would approach it?
What do you mean by like how would I approach like
Like
am
if
I
you
the
were
one
interested,
like
like if you yeah, like if maybe like one of them, like you guys were maybe like drinking, or because I feel like a lot of times like when this type of thing happens, unless you were caught, unless before, so like you've been monogamous for however long, right, like with your partner, girlfriend, wife, what,
mm,
again, whatever stage of relationship you are in at that time in the scenario, like you've been monogamous for, let's say, like 2 years, right?
Mhm.
But then there's people who were not monogamous, like they started out just open, so it's not like, hey, but you actually have to have like an actual like in-depth conversation with your monogamous partner at that time. Be like, hey, like this offer got offered to us, like what do you think about it? Like would you just kind of just be like honest with it, like just be like, what do you think? Like would you approach it more delicately, do you believe? Like how would you open your relationship up, like if it ever came to that? Like have you ever,
I would just
because you probably have
be
never had that type of talk before, because I
yeah,
feel
no.
like open relationships and like polygamy, it's always been a thing, especially like in society, like even like 200 years ago, 300 years ago, like with kings, like they had like concubines that were only like, they were basic like they're called concubines or mistresses, but it's like you're a mistress to the king only, and you are only, and they're basically only there to just fucking have babies so that the king's like line lives on. That's literally it. Just in case something happens to the queen or the empress or whatever, because if something happens to her, either in childbirth or whatever, then maybe like the next one that he favors can step up and become like a queen, and or be a consort and then take the place of, like a mother figure. And sometimes even concubines would be like that housewife basically, while like the empress would then travel with the emperor to like the providences and just be like, hey, like I'm like be an actual like figurehead and like do statesman work.
Mhm.
So there was, that even like a few hundred years ago. Whereas monogamy was really, really introduced mostly in like the 18, like late 1700s, early 1800s, of just like really staying with like one person because of Christianity and things of that nature. But like, and I mean, it started, monogamy was really like back, like really started like with Jesus and stuff, but like it never went away because like I said, there were still kings and queens and things that like would have those people on the side basically, and it wasn't like an unknown thing. So I feel like, but nowadays it's now becoming a more, I don't want to say popular, but just more talked about, I think, more again. And
Pertinent.
it's not like as looked down on, I think, because a
Yeah.
lot of people, I feel like in their 20s and under even, are really kind of embracing that sort of lifestyle, which is fine. Or I feel like people either go one of two, like they're really open about it, or they're just like, nah, one person only. That's it.
I feel like people in like 20, like in their 20s and under, I feel like they're thinking at an angle which is like I can I can explain a monogamous relationship to like my parents. But if
Mm-hmm.
like the, they like they come home and you've got like four people in their house
Mm-hmm.
that they don't know,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and like you get caught like fucking or something, it's
Right.
that they have so many more questions than like, oh, they
Right.
just thought you fucking like your partner.
Right. Well, and I'm not saying like it's healthy, because a lot of the people that we see like in, the news or whatever, like it's not healthy usually when they are in an open relationship. And I feel like the other thing too that I feel like with like monogamous has definitely a certain, it's a trust, but I feel like it's honestly it's easier to be monogamous. Not that it's not hard, but it's easier to be monogamous than it is to be polygamous, because you have to make sure everyone's okay all the fucking time.
Yep.
You have to make sure that you guys all trust each other, or
Yep.
you at least trust your permanent partner with, and be like, hey, like I'm going to, whoever's house, and I'm gonna, stay the night, like watch the kids, like you have to take them to school tomorrow. Like you have to have those types of conversations. And like some people are very like, oh yeah, it's just daily life, it's whatever. But then other people are just like, that's like, especially I feel like when they're maybe just like exploring that type of idea, like that's really hard, because it's just like, what's going to happen. Like, it's not a secret. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like a lot of people would rather cheat, or I don't want to say be open, but like cheat and, have sex with people in secret than be open and be like, I want to just fuck this person rather than be honest and open about it because it's harder. It's harder to be honest and open
people want
about
the
it.
fucking easy way out.
Yeah.
But
When
also,
maybe, maybe their partner obviously
feel like
also was not fulfilled.
I feel like polyamory would only
Hmm.
work for me if we were all in the same house.
So you are more so like, I need to have like a third and they're just going to stay there, basically.
Yes.
I feel that. No, I get that. I think that's the only way I could have that as well. And
Cause,
I don't know if I could do it with another male. I
cause like
feel like it would have to be a female. Not
literally
even
like
just because of like who
looking
I'm
at it.
married to, but like I don't want to deal with two dicks in the house. Like I'm just being honest. Like while like I've like granted, like I've had like fetish size like that, like having a threesome with like two dudes, like yes, I love sex. Like, hello, have you met me? Like orgies, yes, would love to experience one. Can't do it mentally. Like body, fuck yes, I'm ready. But like mentally and emotionally, I just can't do it. And that's okay. Like there's again, like you always say, like there's levels, but like there's people who are on more like there's people who are like emotionally and mentally like able to just like fuck whoever they want, but their body won't let them. Like they physically cannot fuck that many people, but they're super sexually like attracted and mentally like want to be with other people like that. Like goes
Mhm.
both ways. But I feel like especially like the men that I'm attracted to personally, like the men that I really like are extremely jealous, possessive, and honestly, you would think they'd have really shitty traits, but like I find them very attractive. But like
The
I
way
not
you
the but
said
not to the level of
attractive.
like I had to say it like that. It's a thing.
Oh
But no, like
god.
it's not like they're over the top with it and like I can't have male friends or whatever. Like no, 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 no. But like it's just like you're mine, no share, you know? I just couldn't handle two guys in the house. I just with the traits that I like in males, there would be no way. Like it'd be all out war.
Mm.
And I'm not saying that be like, oh, there's two males fighting. No, it's the traits that I like in males, specifically in males. And females not like that. I don't really prefer. I prefer more of like tomboyish girls because like I'm really girly, but like that's beside the point. That's more like a look thing. But like traits wise, it's just like it's easier to be like have like an aggressive female and aggressive male in the house than it is to have even like let's say like I was married to a woman and then to have like two aggressive women. Oh my god, can you fucking imagine? I No, god, that would be almost worse than two dicks. That is worse than two dicks. We're Women are crazy. Like I can say that because I'm a woman. Like
I could know
no.
it and just not say it.
Yeah, exactly. Like we're fucking crazy. Like hell no. I can't handle two aggressive women. But like a male and a female, yeah. Like I would prefer that. But I don't know if I could watch another woman bouncing on my husband's dick. Like I'm just being
Yeah,
honest. You know what I mean?
that's why I would like for it to be in. Well, it's the whole like for it to be in the same house is literally because like you don't have to go anywhere, and I don't have to think of like what you're doing.
Yeah.
It's like
Right.
you're like you could be right the fuck next door to me. It's just like, all right,
Mhm.
I'm fucking chilling. Honestly, don't
Yeah.
don't care.
Right. But then again, like for me, I feel like it would have to like I think for me though, kids being involved.
Ooh, ooh.
That's another level that I think from what I've seen, like as a psychiatrist, and not that I'm saying that kids who are raised in polygamous households aren't healthy. That's not where this is going.
Hmm.
But I feel as though it is a little difficult, especially for younger children, to really understand. And even then, I have seen a lot of kids rebel a little bit, even more with relationship wise, because their parents were open about being open. So, like, it's just like, wouldn't want to like lie to my kids if, like, mom and dad have a girlfriend or mom and dad have a boyfriend or whatever, and we all just love each other, whatever,
Hmm.
but it's just like, I could only have me physically, I only would want to have children with one partner. And that would really hurt me if I couldn't give my other partner that, whether it be male or female, because it's just it's a special bond and connection that you can't break, you know, because like
Mhm.
that's a child, that's a whole ass
That's a
child,
whole child.
that's a whole human being that you two created. That connection is never gonna go away. So it's just like, you know, and my partner would then have to deal with being like, well, I either put a baby in her that would just, or like he would put a baby, you know what I'm saying? Like it just, I don't know how I could deal with that emotionally for me specifically.
Yeah.
And that's just, that would be really hard for me to try to make a dynamic out of that.
Mm.
What do you think? Like how would you like,
Like the whole kid situation.
yeah, like how would you go about that, do you think? Kind of the same way I do, or
Prob.
would you not really care?
I
It's a hard
feel
question.
it is. I feel like on one hand, there's more people to help raise that child, but
Mhm.
on the other hand,
Yeah, that's a good
that's
point.
that's a whole like y'all motherfuckers made that child
Yeah,
like
right,
so like in the sake of evenness you'd have to have another child,
right.
not to say that you didn't
Yeah,
want to have
see?
another child
Yeah,
regardless, but like it has to
right,
be
right. No,
even
I
at
see what
that
you're saying.
point.
Yeah, no, see, that's how I feel too, because it's just like there has to be an evenness about it. And then like I feel as though like I would never want another child calling like I don't care if like if they have a best friend and they call their best friend's mom, but like another woman coming into my house being intimate with my husband or what, or you know, whatever,
Uh-huh.
and calling, and my child calling like them mom, I no, absolutely not. That's my fucking child. Or like if, you know, like let's say like I'm the working parent and like they're at home all the time and they call them mom, that would break me. Absolutely break me. I wouldn't be able to handle that personally. Personally, I wouldn't be able to handle it. Even more so now because of the past that I do have with those things.
Mm.
Other people, if you can handle it, like, that's your business,
I'm
go
gonna say
off.
more
I
power
don't
to
care.
you. Yeah.
Yeah, more power to you. Like, honestly, whew, I couldn't. I personally, I couldn't. I just couldn't do it.
Mans could never.
No, womans can never do it.
Womans could never.
And I feel like you'd probably feel the same way, like, you wouldn't want someone else, you know?
Yeah.
And especially because, like, I'm in an interracial relationship. So, like, let's say, like, what if my other partner was, like, if it was, like, a man, or even if it was, like, a woman, like, let's say, like, she's like, because 'cause I'm white,
But here's the
like, what
other
if
thing.
they're, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's
But
also a thing.
here's the other
For
thing.
my relationship specifically, I mean.
No, I'm saying like would your child just call them by their name then?
Yeah, that's, I think that would probably be what I would, if that situation ever arised.
Cause cause even then, like calling parents by their first name, it's still weird to me. I'm 22. The shit's still weird.
No. No, I get that. I get that. Yeah.
Like if I called my mom by her first name, what the fuck?
Mhm. No, I don't think I've ever called my mom by her first. Unless I'm like I'm referring to her, "Oh, my mom's name is blah blah blah
Yeah,
blah."
yeah. Like if it's not in that conversation, it's not in that
Yeah.
intonation. I'm
Yeah,
not about
no.
to call my mom by her
Mm-mm.
first name.
Yeah, God, no. No. Absolutely not. Definitely not. I'm too scared of my mother, honestly, to like disrespect her that way. I'm just being honest. Like y'all think I'm scary? I was
Oh,
raised by fucking Satan. Okay? And she was raised that woman's crazy. Anyway, I'm terrified of my grandmother. That woman's psychotic. She's very scary. Anyway, um, yeah, no, like I just like my child would call the other person by their first name, but
That
it,
feels
yeah,
like a
like it would just
very
be,
like step parent thing to do.
yeah, it would, yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, that's essentially what they would be, though. And that's the other thing too. You're kind of a step parent, but you're also kind of a parent at the same time. Like you're more of a parent because you're all like a three-way. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And some people are like, "Well, my kids are her kids and her kids are my kids." And I'm like, "No, no, no, no. My kids are my kids. Would I treat your child differently? I don't know." In that type of situation, I don't know if I would or not. Because like again, I have the past that I do have. I don't know if I wouldn't not be able to treat my kids a certain way. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And even like and people are like, "Well, what if it's like you had a biological and adopted?" They're still the same to me. Like if they're my children, they're still my children.
Yeah. Because it's still
But
your
then
children.
because they're still mine. But like if it was like another woman's child, but I'm like her partner, would I be able to? I don't know. Like I don't know how I would handle that. Like personally, I just don't know how I would feel in that type of situation. I don't know how I would react in certain things, and I don't know how because like there's gonna be times like I've seen where kids are like, "Well, you're not my mom," and I'd be like, "You're absolutely fucking right. I'm not, but I've been here through everything," and I think that would hurt. And I wouldn't want my child saying that to my partner either because it's like I love them. Because like if we're talking about like the a third, like that's my other partner basically. You know what I'm saying? Like they're equal almost like in regards to the person that I'm with, my permanent partner, because they'd just be another permanent partner. But
Mm.
it's a different type of relationship because it's just a different it's a whole another human. They're different. You don't want the same person in the house. You want them to be different because it's a different dynamic,
Mm.
if that makes sense.
Oh
At
yeah.
least for me. Like and that's for, I think for most people too. Like you don't date someone who's the same as your other partner. That makes no sense to me.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's how personally that's just how I feel. What are your thoughts though?
Ah, I just
It's just that level thing, you
bringing
know?
and bringing kids into it.
It's hard.
It just gets a whole
It's
fucking lot
messy.
harder. Yeah,
Yeah.
cause
Yeah.
like I don't. If I was the other fucking like
Like if
female
you were
in
the
the house,
third,
yeah, if I was a third,
yeah.
I wouldn't want to be like called by my first name. Cause like
Mhm.
I'm still like raising you like a parent would.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I
I just
didn't
didn't carry
help
you.
conceive. Yeah, I didn't help carry you or like help
Mhm.
conceive you. So
Right.
it's a weird place.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah.
Like call. Hmm.
But you also like I feel like we both like also have that boundary of like that's not my kid. Like
Yeah,
it is my kid, but it's
it
not
is
my
my
kid.
kid, but literally like at the end of the day, that's not my
Not my
kid.
kid. Right. I think for us that would hurt us, I think. Is that like especially if that kid was ever like, "Well, you're not my parent." It's like, "But I
Bitch,
am."
shut the fuck up.
But I am, you know?
Yeah.
But you'd still be hurt if they said that to you. Like, obviously, like, I'm sure everyone has said, like, "I hate you" to my parents, like, obviously. And, like, looking back on that, like, I feel terrible that I've said that to my parents. But I know that they know that I love them. It's just in that moment, I'm just so angry or whatever the teenage mood, you know, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But saying that to someone who actually isn't my parent and but yet has raised me as my parent who also loves both my parents I see like even thinking about like I just I I would be hurt as the child saying that to them, but I'd also be hurt being said that to as like the parent because it's still like a parent, it's just not biologically,
Mm.
but you technically don't have certain rights over those children, you know?
Mhm.
So it's just like, what do you do? I mean, it's just it's sticky because you don't want to do the wrong thing, you know?
How do you break a third anyway?
What
Like
do you
if
mean?
like if you get a divorce,
Oh, see, I you know what? I didn't even think about that.
like do you have to get one twice? Or like how to
Well, I mean, you're not technically married to them.
I know, but like you, it, I
Damn, that would really
yeah,
suck. I bet that's happened before too, is that they've had like a third. Like I'm sure there's been a couple who's had a third like that, and then the couple got divorced. It's like, well, then what the fuck do you do?
what
Because
do you do?
especially like if the other person wants to marry that other person, but yeah, like let's say like you both want to marry them, like what do you do? But honestly though,
Literally choose or say no to both.
yeah, that would be yeah. I think if it were me, I'd just say no to both of them and I'd find a whole ass new relationship.
Yeah, yeah, nah, fuck
Personally, if
that
I
shit.
was the third, that's what I would have to do. Because I wouldn't be able to choose. It's like, no, I've been with you for 10 years. No,
Yeah,
God, no,
nah.
don't make me choose. But I'm sure there's like some people that's just like, you know, the other thing is too, is I feel like going back to like monogamy, and polygamy, like, I feel like there is someone that you do love more. Like, you might love someone
Yeah, I feel
differently,
like there's
but I do
going to be
think
a
that
favorite.
there just is. We've seen it in the Sister Wives. We've seen it in the other show that's like that one with like the four wives or the five wives or whatever. But yeah, like it's just, you know,
Mhm.
I think that that's really difficult. I mean, at least I think it is. I think you think it is too, though.
Oh yeah.
But like to have another person like to sexually gratify you and to like be there as like emotional support and like that would be nice sometimes of just I understand or I understand the appeal of that of having that, but I again I don't know if I could physically and emotionally and mentally deal with that myself. Have I thought about it though? Yeah. Have I talked about it? Yeah. But again, I'm too jealous and I think my partner is as well.
Mm.
How do you feel as though you would approach that in a relationship? Like how would you have that conversation?
Which one?
To have like another person be involved.
It mm, it have to a lot of conversations that I have to come up in context. I don't
Mhm.
normally seek out
Like
conversation.
organically
Yes,
almost.
yeah. I
Yeah.
don't normally seek out conversations like that, or really
Well,
any
I
conversations. It just,
well that yeah.
I mean,
Well, that is just like it's
it's a
difficult.
it's difficult. Number one, I mean, I feel like that. You know what? Never mind. I feel like that's an important topic enough to like you just like I need to talk about this. I need to talk about this shit right the fuck
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. Right. Well, we both don't have any issues with confrontation. That's not what we're having difficulty on. It's a fact of just like how would you phrase it kind of thing.
Yeah,
Like what would
phrasing
be a good
is not my
time?
strong suit.
No.
Saying something with my whole chest is.
Right.
That's where the issue lies.
Yeah. Same. I think I'm a little bit better at phrasing things, but it takes me a second because sometimes I have to backtrack a little bit and people are already offended. And I'm like, wait, hold on. That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant.
Hold on. Give me a second. Let me redeem myself real quick. Fuck.
Yeah. Well, it's like my mind goes at like such a fast pace, but
Yeah,
that's
slow
beside the
it the
point.
fuck down.
Right. Right. And I'll be like doing three different things in my head and I say those three different things all at once and people are like, huh? And it's just like, wait, hold on. Let me
Dude, wait,
explain where this
hold
happened
on.
and this happened and this
Let me
happened.
get my feet
They're
under
like,
me.
oh, you're right. And once I explain it fully, they're like, ah, that's how your mind works. You're fucking crazy. And I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
Have you met me? Have you had a conversation with me for 10 minutes? Like, But no, I think that'd be very difficult to like bring up and to talk about and just especially if you've been in a relationship for as long as like, like 10 years, or whatever. But if you start out a relationship just like open, it's a little different because it's just like, well, there's already that knowingness of like, hey, like we're gonna be open, you know?
Hmm.
How do you feel? Like same or do you feel a little
About
differently about that
just about
or
the same.
yeah. I feel like it's harder to be I will say though, I think it's harder to stay polygamous from what I've seen and correct I mean, you can disagree with me, but I feel like from what I've seen it's harder to stay polygamous after you've been or after you've been polygamous for so long and you find a permanent partner. I feel like it's really hard to stay polygamous from what I've seen because they just end up falling for that partner so much. And I feel like for people who have been monogamous, not that they a lot of times they don't stay polygamous for a while, but like it's sometimes you get like when you're in your 40s or 50s, and you're just like, fuck, it would be nice to like know how it feels to date again. Cause that's honestly when a lot of divorces happen is in that, menopause age for women because you have argument like you're going through another fucking body change that sucks, like you might be more moody than you already are or whatever. And the man's just like, fuck, like this witch, in the house all the fucking time.
Mm.
If I could just have a young, sweet thing to, put my dick in.
If only I could
That's how
have a young
secretaries
sweet
happen.
thing that I could stick my
I'm just
dick in.
saying.
Why
I'm
you
just
gotta
saying,
say it
man.
like that?
I'm just saying, man. Like that 25-year-old be looking real good right now. I'm just saying, okay? I'm just being honest. Like
Jesus
that's how a lot of
Christ.
like men in power who are of that age like cheat on their wives with like their secretaries. It's just a thing. It's also a power thing, but specifically, like, it's just, you know, like, that's how it happens a lot of times. Or not even just like a young thing, but just like someone who's different. But it's like, how do you bring that up without offending someone too? You know,
Hmm.
that's also really hard. And then I feel like a lot of women just compare themselves.
Yeah.
Even though I feel like we compare ourselves to other women, but other women compare themselves to us. And that's what you kind of have to think about. And like I see more women comparing being like, "Damn, my whatever looks so crappy today. My arms look really like fat or whatever. That girl has sculpted arms." Whereas maybe that girl's like, "Damn, like I wish I would had a fat ass or whatever it is." You know what I'm saying? Like that's literally how girls think, and it's really really sad and we really need to change that as women.
Yeah.
But
Sometimes I'm
it is how it is.
sometimes dudes are just like, hey dude, you look good. And I was like, hey dude, you look good. And it's like, dude, fuck yeah. That's it.
It's very simple.
It's
Right.
very simple.
Right.
There's no
Right.
there's no thinking involved. It's just like,
Right.
that's hot. And he's like,
Yeah.
that's hot.
We're hot, bro.
We're hot.
Bro. Bromance formed.
Your
Right. No, but
bromance
that's
form.
yeah.
Yeah. No, that's all it
Right.
takes.
Right. And like women are like that too, but it's just there's more, I think, on a woman's body that's objectified
Mm-hmm.
than men. And it's easier, I think, for a man to be less perfect visually than it is for a woman
Oh yeah.
because men are such visual creatures, whereas women aren't.
Yeah.
Not that I'm saying like men like aren't attracted to personality. That's no, but it just men are more visually like just enter
They like what they
into
see is what she's trying to
right.
say.
Yes, thank you.
Jesus fuck.
Okay.
Unpause.
Yes, tripping over my words is a Sammy thing to do. I'm not sorry. It's what I do. Um, but I mean, yeah, I guess it's kind of how I feel. Like I'm more team monogamy for sure. I don't
we're
think I'd ever
I think we're both
be,
just team monogamy.
yeah. But if like a really good person and like someone that I honestly could trust as much like with my partner and myself with happen, I don't know if I would say no.
I was about to say I'm not gonna hold out hope for it, but like
Right,
if it
right. Oh,
happens,
yeah. If it
it
happens,
happens.
maybe.
Possibly. It's not
Right.
off the
Yeah.
table.
It's
Well,
not
then
off the table,
and we can leave it
but
at
I
that.
don't think it's gonna happen
Yeah.
because I'm a jealous bitch. So
All right.
I'm just saying. I'm just being honest here, okay? Well, that, but I feel like as if like my partner would want someone who's the complete opposite of me, and I would just compare myself. That's what I'm getting to, like with the comparison.
Well, don't do that.
But the thing is,
Problem
though,
solved.
easier said than done, sir.
Mm.
No, but like, but here's the thing, though. I would also want the opposite of who my partner is as well. Like, if you know what I mean. Sometimes the complete opposite
That
gender.
just sounds like you're doing a whole ass some like whole ass swinging shit, man.
No, but like what I'm saying is that like if a third, I'm remember I'm pansexual, so like I would fuck anything, not anything, but like
Let's.
I would,
I was
but
about to
I'm
say.
interested. I'm interested in both. I can't say both because I gender fluid people like I would be with the and trans too. Um, but like I just like the parts don't matter basically. As long as you're a human being and I'm attracted to you, like I'm down. If I was, still, you guys get what I'm saying. So it's
Yes.
just like attractive wise. So it's just like if it was like another man and we both were like okay with it, he probably wouldn't be the same as my partner now.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Would probably I'm not going to say that on podcast, never mind.
Nope.
Anyway, I'll tell you later.
All right. Don't want to know.
It's nothing really bad, but like kind of.
Oh god. Anyway, this has been the Domino Effect. Sammy, what is
Yes.
the song of the day?
I'm so happy you asked. And you're gonna hate me for this because it's K-pop.
Oh, okay. I thought it was gonna be that goddamn TikTok song. Don't you dare! Don't you
Oh
dare! Don't you dare! Don't you dare! Don't you fucking dare! I didn't do mine. You don't get to do yours.
no. You can do yours if I'm allowed to do
Nope.
mine.
Nope. Nope. We're not bringing that. We're not bringing that shit in here.
We both just admitted that we watch TikToks.
Yeah. What's wrong with that?
Ugh.
Yeah, ugh again. Miss fucking. Oh
Oh
no.
no.
Oh my god.
I just did the first part.
See, but I can't do mine without doing the whole fucking thing.
You can do the whole bit. I'll let you do it because it's pretty funny.
Bruh, I'm not about to do that.
How the fuck you think with no ass?
How the fuck you thick with no ass? You got a smooth back. I've been out in Cali.
We're weirdos. Anyway,
this is
my
nah.
song
This
of
is
the
a normal
day.
Tuesday, man. Fuck.
It's Wednesday.
Yeah, just fuck you. All right. It's 5:18 in the morning. I haven't slept yet. It's still Tuesday.
Yeah.
What's your song?
My song is well. I'm in between two. No. I'm just in between
Okay.
two. Okay. I'm gonna do this one because it just came out and I love them.
Okay.
Aya, AYA by Mamamoo.
You know you're gonna have to put that in the end card for me, right?
Oh, I know,
Okay. Just want to make sure.
but I love them.
All right. I like that. Any closing thoughts and or arguments that won't take 10 minutes?
No, because they take 10 minutes.
All right. Well, this has been the Domino Effect.
Well, wait a minute. What about you, bro? Because you won't take 10 minutes. Do you have anything that you would like to say?
Listen, nothing within reason is off the table. Yeah, That's it.
I got you. No, perfect. All right, cool, man.
I'm good. I'm good with them one-liners because I only speak in one line.
That's actually quite true. I'm the talker of this relationship.
Yeah, yeah. The podcast
I could
show
talk
that's
to a
lit too.
stick.
Yeah, yeah. The podcast show.
Listen, you can talk more if you wait. I've asked you several times. You just don't talk. I like wait
See.
for
This
like
time
a
I
second.
tried. This time I
I
tried.
know. You did so well. I'm so proud of you.
I'm also very tired. So.
That's all. You do talk more when you're tired. I have
Mhm.
noticed.
Mhm. Mhm.
All right. Well, this has been the domino effect.
This is in the domino effect. Follow me on Twitch, I guess. Follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/alphazen. I didn't do that shit fucking enthusiastic enough, so I had to do it again.
I'm also always on there, so like it's basically
Yeah,
just us again with more people and
yeah,
him playing games while I
yeah.
watch and make sexual comments. That's literally it. That's basically the
And
podcast, except
sometimes,
you're playing games
yeah, and sometimes you possibly get kicked out because I'm not trying to have that shit.
because we're not trying to get banned. I have been good lately, sir.
You have been good lately, but I'm also saying, uh, there's been times we've been kicked out, and I'm just putting that on the podcast. Yeah.
So you just want to throw me under the bus, is what you're saying.
Yeah, because you throw me on the bus all the fucking time. So.
You know what? That's absolutely fair. I'll let you
Mm-hmm.
have it.
Mm-hmm.
What? You don't have to say it like that, sir. I don't do that to you.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
This has been the domino effect. I'm gonna go kick Zen's ass now. Bye, y'all.
See you guys next Friday. God.